Okay, Alex Hazard here. I'm here with Sarah, who's the director at the Art Center at Thousand Islands Art Center. Next time we hope to do this in person, but there's so many people that have questions about the Art Center, Sarah, right now that we thought we should do a new segment. We're gonna do it on Zoom this time, next time in person when I'm home. We're gonna call it Ask the Art Center. Let's do it.
Let's ask the Art Center. There is so much to share about the Art Center. I know that everyone has questions because they see what's going on and they hear about it. They read it on Facebook and Instagram, and we would love to give you the real facts of what's really going on at the Art Center because there's a lot.
Sarah, lots of questions about this because there's a new building coming to Clayton, and whenever there's any change in a small town, people have all sorts of questions. I guess the first question is pretty simple. Why does the Art Center need a new building?
Yeah, good question. We are located on 314 John Street, and it's an old building. It's built in 1890s. And to support our mission and all that we're doing and ever expanding, we really need to have more space so we can do all the things we want to do.
Sarah, I hate to ask this sort of question, but with a big project like this, there are going to be folks asking, how is a small organization like the Thousand Islands Art Center getting the money for this sort of thing?
Absolutely. We have been blessed with a $2 million grant that has enabled us to get this ball rolling. And then the stipulation of that was to have an angel donor match it. And sure enough, for the love of the Art Center, someone stepped up to do just that. And to date, we have more than half of the funds raised in our capital campaign. And we just keep plugging along. And it just is amazing to see all the support that's out there for us.
As we move into the future, I have to tell you, personally, I'm really excited about this new building. I think it's going to be so beautiful. It's going to be so great for Clayton. But people love that old building too. What are we going to do with that? Are you going to keep it around?
We are going to keep it around. There's a lot that we can put in this space that I'm currently sitting in right now. Our finders keepers, upscale thrift shop would be well placed here. We have potential idea of an artist in residence and have traveling artists that come here and need a place to stay. We can house them and they can also teach here. It's overflow for classes in the summer because we swell and we run out of space to host those classes. And just the heritage that's here is something we cannot give up. The love of this building and the history here is such a part of our entity that we're going to retain it and keep an expanded campus that way.
I have to tell you, I've lived in downtown Clayton or in down Village Clayton. I live above River. I've lived above Channelside. And even now in my home that's in the Village, parking can be an issue sometimes, and people are going to be concerned about this. And I think rightfully so. I'm sure that you thought of this, right? You had to have.
Absolutely. Parking is a crisis here in the Village of Clayton, especially in the summer. And we have expanded the parking lot that's at our current location, 314 John Street. We will be expanding, let me correct that. And there'll be handicapped accessible spaces, as well as 4 to 6 added spaces to what we have, and it'll all be clearly marked. And then there's street parking on both John Street and James Street in front of both of our buildings.
So I have to tell you, I moved to the North Country about 10 years ago, Sarah. And one of the things that I loved about Clayton and why I moved there is that it's so small. So I have to ask, and some other folks are asking, why do we need such a big building?
We need the new space to be the cultural hub of the North Country. We need it for our new programming opportunities. We need it for our museum space. We're going to display our collection for the very first time in a space that's permanent. And we have rotating exhibits that go throughout the year. And we are just expanding and growing, and that space is going to be fully optimized.
So this is also exciting. And I guess really the only way to end this interview is to ask you, when is this going to be ready? We can't wait.
We can't wait either. Black Horse Construction is working tirelessly to get this project underway to its completion, and the hopeful end date is spring of 2026.
Well, Sarah, thank you so much for doing this Ask the Art Center. We're going to continue to do these videos, everybody. So keep tuning into our social media, keep tuning in wherever you're watching this video. We're going to do another one here soon, and hopefully in person with some more questions. If you have some questions, send them to Sarah. Her email's on the screen.
Thank you so much.